welcome to the video, everyone. Thanks for joining me. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're an existing subscriber, welcome also. So, exciting day, right? It's the first video in the new Super Seller HQ. Behind me, you can see the backdrop has changed. We've moved house. We actually fully moved in about 2.5 weeks ago. Since then, we have had lots of building work going on, so that's still all happening now. Currently living without a kitchen, so doing dash trips in the morning to get coffees and so on at about 7 AM every day, which is interesting, but we are getting there. So super excited about that. Lots of content to come over the new year, and moving into next year I'll be releasing lots of exciting new content which I haven't actually told you guys about yet, but I've been planning over the last few weeks whilst I've been here, but I've been unable to do videos obviously because it's been a bomb site here. So yeah, anyway, I wanted to look at the topic of Chinese New Year in this short video, okay? So this is obviously Amazon FBA related, so I want to make sure that, that all of you are fully aware of the implications of Chinese New Year on sellers, third-party sellers who sell on Amazon. Now, Chinese New Year is their equivalent of our New Year, right? But theirs runs throughout the whole of February, meaning that it's likely that your supplier will not be able to start the manufacturing process at any time during February. Now, that is a significant problem for any sellers who are placing orders around the January time. So this can pose a significant problem for Amazon FBA sellers. So if you do not get your orders in soon, and I mean right now / yesterday, right, get your orders in, whether you're an established seller or whether or not you're brand new to selling on Amazon, I suggest that you do place your order very soon. In my case, I actually just placed 2 significant orders. They're about $13,500 per order, and that will now be in production. I've been guaranteed that it will come before Chinese New Year, which will mean that, you know, with the whole of February, I can't place an order, so it will get me through that period, and after that, often there is also a delay on starting production because you have thousands of manufacturers who come back to work and they've got a backlog of products which they are halfway through or 3/4 of the way through. So you go to the bottom of the pile. So the message that I'm trying to get across here is, new seller or experienced seller, if you want to get your products before February, before Chinese New Year, order now. If you wait until mid-January and you've got a 4-week lead time, well, mid-January you've got 2 weeks until Chinese New Year begins, then production will stop. They might not even start it before that because they know that they can't get it to you. You've then got 4 weeks of, potentially up to 4 weeks. I have seen some suppliers come back to work after 2, but potentially 4 weeks off where your goods are not being manufactured. Then they come back at the beginning of March. Remember, you're only 2 weeks into your lead time here. Then you have potentially another 5 weeks on top of that. So it can end up being about 2.5 months to get your products. So top tip, I made this mistake last year. I didn't place my order in time. I was aware of Chinese New Year, but I left it a little bit late. So I would advise to, have a talk with your supplier, make contact with them, touch base, and try and work out whether or not you can get the goods before CNY, Chinese New Year. Few things as well, few tips. So, and something that I've experienced personally and with lots of my students, you can expedite the process, right? There's a few things that you can do. Firstly, you can offer a monetary incentive to your supplier, $100 to get your goods manufactured before the 1st of February. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I've seen it work, I've seen it not work, but for $100 to have your stock guaranteed before that date is 100% worth it. Secondly, I always like to have a contract written up, only a small, short contract, half a page, just stipulating that your supplier is going to be finishing the manufacturing process and shipping the goods out to you before Chinese New Year begins. So you've got it in writing. Again, incentivizing them and also sort of locking them into adhering to the initial agreement, rather than you just agreeing it over WhatsApp and then they, it gets lost in translation. You lose the chat and they say, oh, we don't recall, ever promising you that we'd get it to you before Chinese New Year. Well, we have a contract now and that does work. So little things that have a big impact. And we all know 2019 is going to be a massive year for Amazon FBA. You know, if you're starting in January, if you're thinking of starting in January, it's going to be a massive year. I can't emphasize enough what sort of sales are projected for 2019 based on a lot of the reports that I've been reading for Amazon FBA and Prime members as well, the increase in Prime members that is expected over the next year. So you're on to something awesome. I'm going to be documenting, as usual, all of my journey from start to finish throughout 2019, providing you all with as much valuable content to help you successfully launch products on Amazon. And as I said, I've got a few projects that I'm working on that I'm not going to reveal yet, but they're going to be sort of mini-series running throughout 2019. Again, informative, Amazon FBA related. So I hope this was helpful. Bear it in mind, take it on board, think about it. If you are hesitating, stop hesitating and go for it. So I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.